How's it going, everyone? Got a bunch of PlayStation news and updates to go over for you guys in this video. Something surprising just happened. It looks like Sony has pulled a game from the PlayStation Store and mandated a refund due to the game being incomplete and not ready, but there's more to the story. We'll definitely talk about that. Also, PlayStation is offering refunds for those of you that pre-ordered The Last of Us Part 2 for whatever reason, but already own The Last of Us Part 2 original. Obviously, you would be spending $50, which you didn't need to do. We'll talk about that, and an upcoming PlayStation exclusive has gone gold. I should say a console exclusive, but we'll talk that at the end of this video. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to ask you guys, please like this video and do leave a comment with your thoughts. It really does help out the channel a lot, and it is much appreciated. First of all, as noted on the PlayStation VR subreddit, Sony removes Bulletstorm VR from the store and mandated refund process due to the game being incomplete and not ready. A few hours ago, the user notes, I get notification that Bulletstorm VR will be removed from the store and the refund will be given out. I played about 30 minutes prior to that to experience first how bad it could be. Although the graphics were pretty let down, I kind of had some fun, more than Vertigo 2, which is another VR FPS. Glad I at least got a taste of it. Looks like there is a message being sent out, but also looks like it's being sent out via the Korean store. So it's interesting how this is going out. Somebody has a rough translation. Thank you for purchasing Bulletstorm VR from the PlayStation Store. Since its release, we have confirmed that this product that cannot be used, including unfinished content in the content of the product. Therefore, we have canceled your product purchase and completed the refund of the purchase amount with the payment method you use for the purchase. If you cannot get a refund with your existing payment method, we'll refund the purchase amount to your PlayStation Network. Now, it looks like this is a mandatory refund that is due to localization issues specific to the Korean version. There hasn't been any notifications from what I'm hearing about the US region of the game, but this could be an issue on a lot of different fronts in the sense that Sony has to check every game to put it up on the PlayStation Store. They have to sign off on the releases, and a lot of the times there will be games that will be sent to Sony and PlayStation, and they'll be like, hey, you need to fix this, do X, Y, Z, and it'll be sent back. But recently, more so, there can be a debate on whether or not Sony has been doing their complete due diligence of all the games that come out on the PlayStation Store. Now, it's a different ballgame when you assess today's gaming climate versus, 6, 7, 8 years ago, where there are so many more games coming out day to day on the PlayStation Store versus a long time ago, and then, that's only a fraction of if you go on a platform like Steam. Like, you look at some of those games on Steam, like, not even just the NSFW games, which the NSFW game is just coming out on Steam left and right, is wild in its own right, but all the games in general, like, it's wild how many games come out on Steam, and I don't know if PlayStation and Sony is ever going to get to that level, but there has to be a consideration of at what point do you, like, just let the PlayStation Store fly and let any game come on the store, and how much checking and balancing do you do on the PlayStation Store? You obviously have to do some, but as the roster of games get bigger and bigger and more games come out, that is going to be a battle that they have to go to. Now, Bulletstorm VR was a pretty high-profile release, so the fact that this happened was pretty interesting. It looks like it's available right now on the US PlayStation Store, but we'll see if anything happens as far as, in the future. Right now, the game isn't being received all too well on Steam because it came out on Steam as well. But yeah, currently it's sitting at 31 Steam user reviews. 19% of those reviews are positive, so not too hot there, but what can you do? I thought Bulletstorm, the original, obviously I played the regular Bulletstorm, not the VR version. I thought Bulletstorm was a really enjoyable game. Obviously, it's not for everyone in the sense that the comedy and the crass humor is not going to be for everyone, but if you're wanting something wacky and off the wall, Bulletstorm is a pretty good time, all things considered. Moving on from that, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is officially out. That dropped today. Go check out that no return mode because I think that's the main reason why a lot of people are excited for it. Maybe some of you guys are excited for to replay the game. You guys know my opinions on the campaign of Last of Us Part 2. We don't have to retread that, but there is a notice being sent out from PlayStation regarding your pre-order for The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Thank you for your pre-order of The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered from the PlayStation Store. As an owner of the PS4 digital version of The Last of Us Part 2, a digital upgrade to the PS5 digital version will be available at a deeply discounted price on launch day, January 19th. We don't want you to lose out on that opportunity, so as a gesture of goodwill, we have refunded your purchase for the pre-order of the PS5 version of The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered so that you may purchase the digital upgrade on launch day. Rest assured that by purchasing the digital upgrade, you will also receive any pre-order bonuses included in your original pre-order. The refund amount is paid back to your original payment method. You know, for most of us, it's probably like, yo, this is an obvious thing. Why would you even pre-order the game in the first place? But there's a lot of casual consumers. Like, I don't know if you guys have a lot of friends that are super casual into video games, but I got a couple buddies that are super casual into video games, and they're just not familiar with all the ins and outs. Like, I feel like Steam refunds is a thing that should be obvious to anyone, especially with how many broken games come out on PC. I had a buddy pick up Elden Ring a few years ago, and he did not like the game. Like, he kind of bought into the hype, and he was just like, damn, I wasted $60, and I was like, bro, Steam refunds are a thing, and he was blown away. To me, that's an obvious thing, but to a lot of other people, things like that, things like upgrades, it's not an obvious thing. And the fact is, the PlayStation Store did offer the pre-order at $49.99. You probably should have just offered the digital upgrade somehow as a $10 pre-order, and then that would have alleviated a lot of the issues. Nonetheless, at least PlayStation is going out of their way to refund users, which is good to see. And again, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered officially out today. Highly recommend, you know, if nothing else, you do check out that no return mode, because very, very excited for Sony and PlayStation to be adding that to a lot of their core PlayStation titles, like a God of War Ragnarok Valhalla. I get it. No return is a part of a $10 upgrade. Valhalla was free, etc., etc. I understand the complaints as far as that's concerned, but to be fair, Last of Us Part 2 was a $60 release, and nowadays games are $70, so if you wanted Valhalla on PS5, you drop $70 on Ragnarok. You guys get what I'm saying, but like, yo, I get it. People think the upgrade should be free, but you know, I think Valhalla being the standard for free content updates is like a wild standard to have. Like, Valhalla, it is great that that was free, and I appreciate that that was free, but I don't think the expectation should be content like Valhalla is just free across the board. You know, there is work that goes into making these games, and I understand that sometimes things need to be monetized. It's just a balancing act, you know. I'll crap on Last of Us Part 1 being $70. In this case, a $10 upgrade with a visual upgrade is whatever, but the fact it includes the no return mode, I'll say, you know, that's fine. That's fine in my opinion. Lastly, Helldivers 2 has officially gone gold. Pop the champagne because we have more to celebrate. We're pleased to announce that Helldivers 2 has gone gold. They've also dropped a brand new launch trailer. If you do want to check that out, Helldivers 2 obviously coming out on a rough period in terms of all of the games it's competing with. It is out February the 8th, but it's kind of an original game in terms of there's nothing like it coming out around the same time. Like, I talk about Rise of Ronin and Dragon's Dogma 2 being a pretty big conflict in terms of two big open world titles coming out on the same day. Yes, Helldivers 2 has a lot of games surrounding it, but nothing like Helldivers 2 is coming out around the same time. Grand Blue does have a co-op component to it, but you get the idea. Helldivers 2 is going to offer you over-the-top, arcadey, third-person action, and if you do have a group of friends to play with, I think that is really going to accentuate your enjoyability of the game. Arrowhead did a great job with Helldivers 1. This one, a full-on third-person shooter. Hopefully it does turn out well. It is priced at $39.99. I think it would have been very advantageous to put this game as a PlayStation Plus Essential or an extra title. They're putting Foam Stars as a PS Plus Essential game like Helldivers 2. I don't think would have been crazy, and I think you would have built a lot of real goodwill there. Like, offering refunds to Last of Us Part 2, that's fine. Like, I don't think that builds genuine goodwill. Like, Helldivers 2 being a Plus Essential or Plus Extra title, I think people would have been like, holy hell, and that would have kind of justified, or at least pacified some of the complaints I had with Plus Extra's price increase. And you know, I do think eventually Helldivers 2 will be a Plus Essential or an extra game, but at launch it will not. It will be a $40 release, and there is a deluxe edition for $60. But that'll do it for me. Again, Bulletstorm VR, your mileage may vary on picking it up, but it looks like it was pulled from various PlayStation stores in different regions, Korea most notably, and refunds were given out. Last of Us Part 2, if you did pre-order it with the digital version of the original in your library, refunds are being sent out for that, and Helldivers 2 has officially gone gold. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.